What's up, guys? We're playing Rapid Chess on chess.com, and as usual, I'm explaining the thought process behind pretty much every move. Let's jump into a game. And I do have my settings to hide the rating of my opponents. I'm experimenting with this to see if it actually makes me play better, just not knowing what the rating is. I think it actually does help because I was playing some speed chess and I hit like my highest blitz rating ever. And so I think just not knowing what the rating is actually beneficial to me. So knight f3. Okay, I'm going to play f5. And the reason I'm playing f5 is recently I have been experimenting with the Dutch defense. Okay, now I'm not an expert on this yet, but I hope to study it and get better. But it leads to some very interesting positions. So I'll do my best to explain what I know, and we'll see how this turns out for us. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and castle. And basically d6 and c6 are kind of the setup here that I'm going to go for. Okay, d5 right away is interesting. Normally you want to play e5, and I think we still want to do that here, although the question is, do we get into trouble? So e5 takes knight g5, for example. I mean, I guess I could go all the way back, but that seems a bit awkward. Maybe it's fine. The other thing that I could do is play c6 first and then e5. Maybe that's what I should do. Just so that we don't run into any problems there on b7. Hey, David, what's going on? Connor, hey, Alan, good to see you guys. Hey, Jesse. Hi, from Wisconsin, cool. Okay, so yeah, he castles. I'm going to go ahead and go with e5 here. And yes, there's en passant. And yes, this is kind of a weakness. But we don't want to get too cramped. And so I think we have to play that. I did at least learn this much from the opening. And I don't really know what happens after this. I mean, we're attacking the pawn on c4. So I guess white's going to defend that. Although if you play b3, your knight was going to be weak. So queen d3 seems like it makes sense. So I think knight g5 might be coming to hit my bishop, which is kind of annoying. Although maybe I just go back and it's not a big deal. Oh, I guess he wants to play rook here. Yeah. Okay, so he wants to just bring the rook over and take my pawn. So what do I do about that? Knight a6, we can jump to c5. Takes. We get the pawn back. I think that's fine. So knight a6 seems pretty reasonable. Just to develop a piece and create some threats here. But I think this is what white wants to do. This is pretty much the only weakness in the position right now for me, this d6 pawn. So that's what I'm kind of keeping an eye on. I mean, I guess you could say that this diagonal is a weakness too, but white's not in a position to take advantage of that. We do have our bishop there. On knight g5... Yeah, knight g5 is actually interesting because knight here takes. My knight is trapped. Yeah, I'm not totally sure if that's a line that I want to play. I think normally if this happens, you just go back and then you chase it away and then you come out later. Kind of one of those weird situations. So I'm expecting we're going to see either knight g5 or rook to d1. I guess maybe bishop f4 is another move. So really it could be like any one of these three moves, most likely. Okay, was not expecting that one. Knight to d2. Oh, he's defending the pawn, so he wants to move the queen or something. Maybe he wants to play e4. That's a weird move. Okay, so what if I just jump in? Where's the queen going to go? Probably just back. Okay, but then we have a target. We can keep develop. We can even play a5 to stop the pawn from chasing our knight away. We could... Yeah, I mean, let's just go ahead and get the knight there. Then I'll think about... Okay, a5 is a move to stop b4. Now on b4, Yeah, I don't really want to have to move that knight, so I think I will play a5 maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Because the knight's on a pretty good square, right? So you don't really want it to get chased away. So that's why we go a5, so that we can take that. And the next step maybe is going to be moving the queen somewhere to connect the rooks. Keep in mind we have this attacked, but it's temporarily defended, but that's kind of awkward because the bishop is stuck behind the knight. Okay, he's lining up here. I don't really love that, so I think I'm going to go queen e7. Just get away from the rook. Go to the open file, defend my bishop, connect the rooks. You do everything at the same time. Seems like it makes a lot of sense, right? This is a weird position. Yeah, that's one thing about the Dutch that's kind of cool. The positions are very wild, which I feel like gives chances to both players. Hey, Ronaldo. Good to see you. Thank you. Okay, b3. So this is no longer really a target for me. But this is. The question is, can I jump in right away? The knight can't really move. So takes. No, then you lose a piece. You just play something like bishop b2. I mean, it seems like a nice move, though, right? Just to... Okay, let's say bishop b2. Bishop b2. What do we do? That's the only thing I'm not sure about. Bishop b2, then he wants to take and trade. I mean, maybe it's fine. Maybe I still just bring a rook over or something. All right, it seems like it's a good move. I don't know. I'm not really sure about this. He's going to just take it? Okay. Well, I will take. The knight can't move, right? The bishop can move, but we just take. Then the queen can't move, so none of the pieces can really move. And if you take here, then you lose your bishop, your light squares. That can't be good. That can't be good. So he's got to play like bishop b2, I think. So bishop b2, what do I do? Yeah, okay. Can I go d5 to really support my knight? Takes. No, it doesn't look like we can do that. Queen f6, the idea is takes. Rook b1, then we're losing a pawn. Oh, no, actually, I could take the knight in that situation. So queen f6 takes. Take the knight, lose a bishop, play d5. It doesn't actually seem terrible. Although, what about like rook b1? Am I going to get into trouble? No, because I'm threatening. Okay, I'm threatening to take the knight. All right. So maybe queen f6 makes sense. Knight a4. It's already quite complicated. Yeah, maybe knight a4 is a good move for white. Yeah, that's pretty awkward. Then I have to move my queen. Okay, so what do I do? Do I just have to trade everything? Okay, maybe I do. Or if I move the knight somewhere. I don't really know what to do, guys. This is a... I'll trade. I feel like it's a bad decision. I just don't know what to do instead. It just doesn't feel right. Can I, like, somehow open up this file? I want to attack here. That's what I want to do, but I got to watch out for d6. d5. Takes. Do I go rook here or rook here? Or f4? I'm gonna go F4. I don't know. I'm really confused. So we'll see what happens here. I don't want to lose on time, so I got to make some moves. The problem is this weakness on D6. Like, it just seems like something went wrong for me here. I don't really have much counterplay. I don't want to lose this, so that's why I'm taking with the king instead of the queen. Yes, we have to watch out for some checks, but probably just block with my rook and bring the other guy over. Okay, he's going to try to take that. Let's go ahead and trade here. And then we defend, I guess. Ah, but the pawn is over here. Wait, can I get away with this? This takes rook d8. Can I get away with that? Let's see. I don't think so. Man, all right. Queen f6 actually attacks here, though. But what's my follow-up? I don't know. I don't know. It does look tricky. I don't quite see something, but it just feels like maybe I can get some counterplay with the pin. Although queen a5, I'm not sure how to respond to that one. It takes rook d8. Well, I could go this rook. I could go with this. Oh, there's going to be e4, though. No, I better do this. I better do it this way. If I lose a pawn over there, who cares? I think we try to get some counterplay here. Queen c3. Okay, I didn't see that one. Yeah, this is not ideal, is it? Okay, what if we trade queens? Can we save this endgame down a pawn? Takes. The problem is there's going to be a check. No, but then we could invade. Yeah, maybe we could survive. Here we have a... Okay, let's go for it. Could also get my king over right away. Oh, he's just going to take on b7, isn't he? He's not going to trade here. Yeah, we're just losing this quickly here. Okay. Well, let's at least get the king in the center. We're down 2 pawns, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to be that easy for white to win, although these guys could probably create a passed pawn. f4, okay. We go here. Maybe I'll sneak in this way and just start to put the pressure on him like that. e4, we just go here. Way down on time. Seems like our opponent's pretty strong, but maybe I just didn't play it very well. That could also be what's going on. Trying to kind of get at the king a little bit. Still go here. Before I go over there. Okay. These pawns are a little bit scary, actually. If white just trades everything and then puts a rook behind, ooh. I think I'm going to have a rough... Because now my king is not in a good position to stop them, actually. He's not trading, which is a bit weird. Wait, is that a mistake? Is that a mistake? I think there's a tactic here. It's a fork, guys. It's a fork. And even this, we just take it with check. So we might have just got our 2 pawns back. Amazingly, somehow. If I'm not mistaken. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so we got 1 pawn back. Still, that's good. Okay, can I go push this pawn up? Invade with the rook. There's almost a tactic here, but it doesn't work because he takes with the pawn. I don't... Actually, wait a second. Takes, check. King here, I could go... Oh, no. Am I getting checkmated? Oh. Dude. Oh, that's... I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. Yeah, that's GG. Wow. If I go here, it's just checkmate. Man. Walked right into that, didn't I? And I even lose the rook too. I lose everything. He just takes the rook. Wow. Wow. That was a good move. I didn't see that. Didn't see it at all. Man. I don't know what's taking so long. I feel like this should be pretty easy. Okay. I think we had a chance after they blundered the 1 pawn there, but let's check the game review. Tough game. Wait, what were they rated? I didn't actually check the rating. 2100? Oh my. Oh my. Yikes. 63. Yikes. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we even had a chance. I don't know. Let's see if we even had a chance. I thought 92 was a weird move. Was it? Yeah, it was a weird move. What was I supposed to do here? This was fine. Oh, F4 right away. Interesting. I have no idea why. I have no idea why. Okay, anyway, let's go to the end. I want to see after that mistake. So that was a mistake. Bishop takes F5. Yeah, I just had to go back here. I just had to stay on this diagonal and I'm fine. I just missed this. Because after, for example, I can't go here. Just checkmate. That's what I didn't see. Man. 800 to 1450. Nice. What are my thoughts on the Scotch Gambit at my level? Yeah, I think the Scotch Gambit is totally Totally playable. I think the Scotch Gambit can be played at pretty much any level. I think it's pretty solid. I guess if black knows what to do, they can equalize, but it's still a pretty interesting opening. So I used to play the Scotch Gambit from time to time. Okay, let's go to the next game. That was a rough start. All right, I'm going to go F4. I'm going to stick with the same kind of opening because I'm really trying to get familiar with it. So with white, I can just play it with white. I don't have to, doesn't matter what black's going to do. I get to choose. So we'll go ahead and stick with it. So this is the basic setup. And then we go D3, C3. Seems to be pretty good most of the time. And then try to get a quick E4, which looks like black's not even going to stop us in this game. Yeah, so I think we can just go E4. Hey, thanks, Adam. So the opening is it's the Dutch when you play it as black against D4. When you play it as white, it's called the Birds opening. But I'm basically trying to learn the Dutch, and so I've been playing it for both white and black just to really get familiar with the positions. But I still have a long way to go. So knight H5. So okay. Can I just play D4? No. Yeah, actually I can. I have enough pieces. So we could play D4. F5. No, we lose a pawn. Trading. I don't see what that accomplishes for us. D4. If he takes here, I just take back. F5. Takes. What do we do? There could be a check and knight G5. Yeah, okay. I think D4 is good. Let's go D4. Now we have a nice big center. Let's just take it back. This knight now looks kind of weird over here on H5. But maybe he wants to play F5, but I think Queen B3, Knight G5, it looks like black's going to get into some trouble if he does that. So it kind of makes you wonder what's happening here with the knight. Okay, so my instinct is to just push. Because we shut down the bishop. We actually take away the square from the knight. The only downside is this F5 square maybe is kind of nice for the bishop, but I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, so let's do it. Oh yeah, and actually bishop F5, we could go like knight H4 with the idea of G4, which traps the knight. Look at the knight. The knight has nowhere to go. So G4 is what I want to play. I can't because the bishop, obviously. And you could play H3 too, but that's... No, that just loses the pawn here. So you can't play H3. Yeah, so knight H4, G4 is an idea. Bishop F5, knight H4. Also, okay, here... Well, now maybe I can go H3 because you can't take here anymore. You lose the bishop and the knight for the rook. So you trade. You would have to trade, I think. And then what? I take with the rook because I need my queen to defend here. So I take with the rook, threatening G4 still, by the way. Yeah, that's got to be pretty good, right? Get the bishop pair. That's got to be good. Because how does black deal with the knight problem? You still have to deal with the knight. Where are you going to move the knight to? So you're going to move your bishop so it can go there. No, then your bishop gets trapped. You could move your bishop there, but that looks awful. What else can you do? Not that simple. This is what I'm going to do next move. So F5 doesn't stop that, actually. Takes. You still can't take it. Yeah, your knight is still trapped, so that doesn't work. So do you have to move your bishop to H8? That looks awful. That looks so awful. So if that does happen, G4, knight G7. We have a couple of options. We could play something like knight C3, just developing the pieces. We could also just throw this pawn forward. Takes. Because what I'm trying to do is get it to F6, and then and the bishop is just stuck forever. Pretty much forever, unless he can figure out a way to undermine the pawn chain, but that's not going to be easy to do. So that's kind of a nice plan. Okay, that doesn't solve the problem, right? G4, we win a piece. G4 takes. I mean, you could play E4. Okay, you're going to get a little bit of counterplay, maybe. How many pawns do you get? You get 2 pawns in that situation? Yeah, okay. Ah, you know what I could do? I have an idea. I'm going to play G4, but instead of taking the knight right away and allowing this and this and this, I think what I'm going to do is just take it. Because guess what? The knight's still trapped. This is defended twice. The knight's still trapped. Could also take this way. Takes. Then you lose. No, then you lose this. Okay, here we go. Still trapped. Take it next move. We will take it next move. Yeah, the reason I couldn't take it right away, I mean, I could have, but then black was going to push here. Now I have to move my rook. Let's say I go back here. Then he's going to either take with the knight or the bishop with check. So he ends up getting 2 pawns, and he's got these pawns which are kind of like in my face, pushing forward, and my pawns are all messed up, double isolated. It's actually a lot of compensation for black. The way that I did it, he doesn't really get any pawns back. I just get the free piece, basically. And this is much nicer for me. So that's why there was no need to rush, because it's still trapped. Okay, that doesn't solve the problem. Let's take the knight. Doesn't really threaten anything. This is still defended. This is defended. D4? What's the idea? Why did he go D4? I have no idea. I have no idea what that does. I mean, it stops knight C3. Okay, it allows me to go check and take this, but then the queen might come in. We still have rook F1. Could also trade here. Is that a good trade for me? I mean, it's a pawn. Why not? And now, let's see. Let's say I go check. Probably going to move here. I just don't feel like I should be greedy like that. I feel like I should develop a piece. I feel like I should go like knight. Bring my knight over. I don't really need to go pawn hunting. I'm already up a piece. Could also go here. Bring the bishop around. That looks good too. Which one? Knight on e4 kind of looks amazing though. Let's say he goes g5. Knight e4. Takes. Check. Takes. Maybe I should go here. Bishop e1. Queen moves. Yeah, this g5 move actually kind of undermines everything. So I need to have some kind of response. G5. Okay, let's just say I just take it. Let's say we just take it. Takes. Oh, okay, I would like to be able to retake with the knight. So G5 takes. Yeah, maybe knight D2. I think knight D2. The G5, now we could just take it. Because this, we meet with the knight coming in. And this, we... What do we do about that? I'm not totally sure yet. Check. The rook comes over. Knight F3. Takes, check. Here, check. Ooh. Looks scary. G5. Yeah, G5 actually... I'm not sure how to respond to this. Because once this pawn is gone, the E... Okay, he doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. That's probably good for me, because now I can go here and G5, I just take with the knight. Probably real good for me. Let's go knight E4. Make sure there's no tactics. Oh, wait. Knight E4 takes. Now, you can't take because of this. So you'd have to trade, but then I defend. Okay, should be fine. Should be fine. Gotta watch out for those tactics, though. Takes. There is a check, but I would just probably block. Or maybe I block with the queen. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Any guesses to our opponent's rating? I'm not sure. Some of the stuff that they did makes me think it's not that high, but it's hard to say sometimes. Okay, rook f5. Okay. I really want to go bishop d2 and get the bishop involved. Is that a good idea? Yeah, because I don't think we want to allow that. Well, maybe it's not a big deal. The other thing is queen b3, king moves, knight g5. Maybe I should go knight g5 first. Okay, but then he's going to sack here. Wait, bishop d2, knight takes now. Then the queen takes. Okay, what if I go knight g3? How about knight g3 just to make the rook go back? And then we can deal with the bishop or something. Yeah, then maybe knight g3 is a good move. Let's try that. I keep seeing all these tactics where he sacks something and I lose my knight, so I want to get my knight out of there. And if I do it with the tempo on the rook, that buys me some time, and then now I can think about developing my bishop, maybe. Yeah, I think we have to get the bishop out because we're going to need this rook. We can't just leave it sit there indefinitely, so let's get it out now. Bishop h6, okay. Queen f1. Does leave this guy undefended, but I think I have to get the pieces over. What else could I play? What else could I play? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Because if he sacks here, at least it's going to force a bunch of trades, which should be good for me. Because I have the extra piece. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's just a clear piece right now. We can pre-move this if he goes for it. Okay. He is. Now you have to take here first. Okay, I will take. And I actually have rook f1, queen check. I can't take this just yet. E6. No, let's go rook f1. I think this rook needs to get into the action here. I think this is a big deal. I think this is a big deal. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go here. We're threatening queen f7. King actually feels pretty safe now, unless the dark squares somehow, something happens. But right now, I think it's fine. This pawn we have to keep an eye on, but 3 moves is a lot when I'm threatening to like just come and checkmate you. So you got to deal with this. Okay. Should I bring the knight in? I mean, that looks... Oh, it's check. It's check. Should I go check? Maybe I'll just take the pawn. I kind of wanted to attack, but I don't really see what else to do. Here, I mean... I don't know if that's worth it. I could actually defend my pawn that way. Huh. I could do that. I don't know if it's a good move, but it's a fancy move. At least it's a fancy move. So defending here, can't take it right now. Attacks my queen instead. Let me go back. Where? Here? Still can't take the rook. I'm going to go rook f6 maybe next. Or knight e4. Okay, let's go rook f6. If you take, I invade. There's got to be something here, right? Seriously? Man, okay. I don't want to lose on time. I don't want to lose this game on time. How is this possible? I don't see any tactic. I just don't see it. Man. Amazing. What happened? What happened? 2271? That guy was 100 points higher than our last opponent. I mean, what is wrong with the elo system these days? Okay. Well, let's check the game review. I guess I did play better technically according to the accuracy score, but yeah, okay. Anyway, I messed something up at the end. What was that? I really messed something up here. What happened? Oh, trading the rooks. Rook f5. And I'm coming over here. Yeah, I didn't see that. Okay. Okay. Got some points back. That's good. Should I play that again? Let's do it. Let's do it. 3, bishop g2, castle. He wants to go here. I think it's fine. I'm going to go d3 to defend. Okay. Don't want to go e4. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just get the pawns in the center. And we've now opened up the queen, so we can keep an eye on queen h5 check, which takes, you know, could be some tactics. Takes. Oh, I could even just take here, actually. Wait a second, guys. Takes. Can we move the... Okay, let me trade here first. I want to open up the F file and open up my bishop. It takes with the knight. Okay. Wait a minute. If I take, I can just win the pawn. You got to take with the bishop? Got to take with the bishop in that situation. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to basically open it up. I think there's some opportunities here. Hold on. What I'm thinking is if I can go here and force this move, it creates weaknesses that maybe we can take advantage of somehow. The other thing is takes. If we open up this, maybe we can take advantage. Also, c3, d4. Knight c3, bishop. No, we can't go bishop f4, but let's see. Takes. How do we take advantage of that? We can go back to f3. We can go back to here. Just knight c3 right now. What to do? I feel like I should go for this. I don't know why. I just have a feeling like I should do it. It just seems like you don't really want to play g6 here as black, so I'm going to make you do it. Or go king f8. Knight g6, you lose a pawn. You got to leave the knight defending, so g6, king f8. g6, we can jump in immediately with the queen. Or I can just swing back and line up here. Then he's going to castle and probably fine. Let's say I put the queen there. Is this a serious threat? I mean, that's kind of a serious threat. Because I don't just start taking stuff. Let's go. I'm tempted to just not even take this, actually. I'm really tempted to not even take it. Just go in. Rook has to move. Then I take here. If he wants to take me, fine. I'll just take back at that point. Or I take back immediately. Maybe with the bishop. Or the pawn. I'm just not sure. Is it better for me to do this and lose a pawn or just wait for next time? Maybe he wants to play f5 and defend like that. Maybe that's what he wants to do. I'm going to go for it. While I have the opportunity, I'm going to go for it. Oh, he wants to go check and then F. That was a good idea, actually. Ooh, I missed it. I totally missed that, guys. I totally missed it. Now he's going to go F5. Man. Because the whole point of going here was to force the rook to move and take this pawn. The fact that I can't do that means I have to go back to H6 and I just wasted 2 moves. Literally just wasted 2 moves. Oh, man. C3, no, we can't do that. Bishop E3, no. Unbelievable. I have to do it. Not good. Not good. Well, let's see. I mean, it's not over because if I can get these pieces developed and use the open files to my advantage, you know, if assuming black takes this, I don't think they will. I think they're going to develop a piece, but actually, I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they're going to take it. No. Okay, they give me this. That looks super dangerous. Bishop check, takes, check. Yeah, I'm just losing. Actually, no, I could play bishop e3, but then I'm losing this. I don't want to do that. So we can't take it. Let me just develop. I just got to get these pieces out quickly at this point. My plan failed. I totally missed the in-between check. Always those in-between moves. Okay, we've got knight b5. We've got bishop e3. I think we go bishop e3 because we need the rooks connected. That's important. Let's go bishop e3. Defended by the queen. And maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can make something happen here. Rook c1, knight b5. The bishops are lined up. It's too bad that my queen is stuck over here. Actually, we could go queen h4. Okay. There might be some hope left. There might be a little bit of hope. Glimmer. Okay, yeah, rook c1. Rook c1 seems like a good move. He's probably going to go king b8. Oh, what to do. Yeah, let's go rook c1. I think we need to start creating the threats here. King b8 is what I expect. How do we take advantage of that? Really need to get the queen involved somehow. Okay, I thought, for some reason, I thought I could just take this. Queen takes. Knight moves somewhere. Queen is pinned. Did this guy just blunder this? Did he just blunder it? The brilliant bishop takes c5. I mean, what's his plan? What's he going to do after this? How do you save your queen? You can't block because I'm attacking it. You can't take because you just lose it for... If you take here, you lose it with check, and then I save my knights. You don't even get the 3 pieces. I think they missed this one. Yep. Okay. So we have knight e4. We have knight a4. We also have... maybe even knight d5. Now, the problem with knight d5, actually, is the rook will take... And then will take me. And he's going to get 1, 2, 3 pieces for the queen, which is not good enough. So I think we have to go knight a4 or knight here. Yeah, let me move faster. I don't want to lose on time. This should be fine. So, okay, he's going to save the queen. We take the queen. Okay, fine. Let's get another fork. Look at this. Look at this. Now we're in business, I think. Now we're in business. Let's see. How do we keep the pressure up? Rook E1, maybe? I want to get my queen involved also. Let's go rook E1 first. Oh yeah, there could be, let's see. There might be some tactics here. Gotta watch the back rank. Okay, he saves that. Let's say I take it and go queen here, rook here. Ah, no, there's checkmate. I think we can do this. Because I'm hitting 3 things at the same time. I'm hitting all 3. You can't save all 3. Can't save all 3. Oh, he missed it. Yeah, he missed it. He missed it. Okay, now how do we win? Let's not mess this up. How do we win? Check here. Check. Okay, hold up. I don't have to do that. I could also just play like a different move. I don't know where. No, this looks good. This looks good. Now is it here or here? Check knight. Check. King runs. Yeah, I mean, why don't I just take all the pawns? Why not? If I don't have checkmate, just take all the pieces. Okay? Like this one next. I just have to be careful. The check knight. Yeah, I don't want to get into a mating net. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Takes check. Ooh, that's so super dangerous, though. That is super dangerous for me. I don't like that. I don't think we should let that happen. Ah, okay. It's not that simple, guys. It's not that simple. Because he's gonna move his knight and have another rook. That's why it's tricky. There's 2 rooks that could try to come checkmate me here. There's this like mating net idea with the rook and the knight. I don't like it. I'm trying to like get my queen to stop that. Yep, that's exactly what he's trying to do. Exactly what he's trying to do. Come on, Nelson. What are you doing? This is the problem. Check. Okay, maybe it's not a problem. Maybe it's not a problem. Check. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Check. I just go here. Then I'm hitting both things. He can go check, but I can go over. He can't go there. So he's got to go rook f2. King e1. He's out of checks. He's out of checks, and he has a problem. He has a problem, right? Oh, can he go here, though? And get a perpetual check? He could do that. He could get a perpetual. Okay. So, nope. Maybe I have a fancy move to lure the rook away and take this. Okay, 96. Rook here, we have 96. Rook here, we move the king. The knight moves, we take the rook. Check doesn't do anything. What else? Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. Rook here. Rook here. Ooh, rook there. Checkmate. That's checkmate. That's what he wants. That's what he wants. Oh boy. Okay. Also perpetual check. On checkmate. Oh no. Oh no. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do, guys. Shoot. This is losing. This is losing, I think. Yeah, now we just lose on time. Man. Man. I had that. I'm sure of it. I'm so sure of it. What a... Ugh. Yep. Blunders. Totally misses it. Brilliant move. Okay, great. Even here, oh, wow. That was not as good as I thought it was. That sacrifice was not as good as I thought it was. Interesting. So if I don't sacrifice, Stockfish says, look, just trade the pieces. Just trade the pieces. Oh, rook takes f5. Ooh, wow. So, okay. I thought for sure this was winning. No? Wow. Queen takes a7 right here. I needed to keep the king trapped. I shouldn't have let the king escape. That was my big mistake. Letting the king just run over this way was the mistake. That was it. And apparently I could survive this, but this looks super scary to me. Okay, yeah, I was right about this. There is checkmate. There is checkmate. I can't stop it. Okay, so that was one thing. But if I just went this way, it just looked like I was getting mated, guys. I thought it's over. No, 97? H4? What? Queen takes G6? Queen takes F5? And this is a draw. This is a draw. Back and forth. Wow. There's this constant checkmate threat. What a wild position. I mean, I think time trouble is what happened that game, actually. If I would have had more time, I think we would have probably been able to win that. Man, all right. What a frustrating game. All right, let's try it again. F5. Go knight f6. We'll just go with the typical plan here. G6. F4, okay. He's going for like a London. Okay. I don't really know what to do against the London. I guess we just keep going with the same plan. Now, if I want, I can go get the bishop. I can go get the bishop pair. Here, h6, g5. Actually, no, I can't. There's a tactic. There's a tactic. Let's castle. Yeah, now he does that. That's fine. That's fine. So I really need to get in e5 or something. $97. I'm just worried about the light squares here. I'm going to go h6. And the reason I'm going to go h6 is I want to make sure that the knight can't come in. That could be very dangerous, especially with like the queen and the knight. And I think we might use this to attack anyway, so that should be fine. Okay, we want to play here. Queen e8 is a multi-purpose move. It helps me to play e5, and it also helps to support these light squares. Okay, we still don't have quite enough. We don't have quite enough yet. And we have to watch out for this. Let's go ahead and tuck the king. Let's go ahead and tuck the king to get away from that. And maybe we just bring the knight and then go e5. Or knight c6 and e5. This kind of has to happen. This move has to happen. Yeah, knight c6 looks pretty good. Let's go knight c6. I like this. Now we can play e5. And then we can get our bishop out. And then we push the pawns and we try to checkmate the king over here. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, he's lined up on my king. I have to make sure I pay attention to that. I have to watch out for like e4. But I'm going e5 first with the tempo on the bishop. So we should be good. Okay, 2 defenders, 2 attackers. So he's going to go back somewhere. Probably to h2. No, he goes there. Interesting. So now I can attack it again, actually, if I want. Or I throw this pawn forward. Now, where's the knight going to go? Probably d4. Knight h5. I want to develop, but I lose a pawn. So how do I... We go knight h5, bishop e6. Or we push bishop e6. Okay, push knight d4. I don't think I want to let this bishop into the game that easily. I just don't think I want... That's the idea here. But knight h5 seems risky as well. I'm All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I need the support here. I really need to get this bishop into the game. So I'm going to go for this. Because really, he doesn't have... I guess knight h4 is a move. No, but if you move the knight to attack me, then I can go back because I don't need the defender anymore on e5. Okay, so yeah, this should be okay. Rook d1. All right. I could go rook d8. I could bring my queen. I like rook d8. It's an open file. Why not? It's not doing anything on a8 anyway. So here it's fighting for control. Do I go queen f7? Queen e7. I want to be able to take back with my rook if this happens. You know what I might do? I might take that and take the pawn. Normally, you can't get away with taking these pawns because your bishop gets trapped. But in this case, takes, queen takes, b3. I feel like I could go queen a3, queen down here, and start taking all the pawns. But then he's gonna... Okay, hold on. It's risky. It's definitely risky. Queen a3, queen d7. I could go knight f6. Knight f6 takes, queen takes b3. Then I defend. That looks good, actually. That looks good. What? What kind of a move is Queen A1? Played Queen A1 in 1.5 seconds? What? What is the idea? You can't even take that. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna move my bishop, I guess. Weird. That was super weird. Do I want it to sit here to stop the pawn? I mean, maybe, but I guess I don't really care about that. Or sit here, line up this way, or just be out of the way. I think I just want it to be out of the way. I think I want it to be out of the way. I don't understand that move at all. Like, no idea. Did he think he was going to win a pawn, maybe, or something? Okay. I really don't know what to do now. Got my pawn, but what do we do? I mean, e4, the knight's just going to jump. Bishop's going to be unleashed. f4. F4 seems reasonable. F4 seems I like that this bishop is, like, stuck. I really like that. Okay, so we're... Okay, so he wants to take and win a pawn. So is there a way I can defend against that? Queen here. Pawn structure would be all messed up, though. A6 doesn't help. G5, like, totally shuts in the bishop, which is nice. Takes, takes, takes. Okay. It might be worth it, actually. The other thing I could do is just jump my knight in with the idea of... No. Okay, I mean... a pawn is still a pawn, even if it's an isolated doubled pawn or whatever. I'm going to do it this way. I don't know if this is the right decision or not, but I'm going to hold on to my pawns, even though they're going to be all messed up. I don't love this, but I didn't really like letting his queen just invade either, so... Oh, this is what I want. Oh, he plays... Okay, so now he wants to take the... Yeah, we don't want to let that happen. So let me go with g5. If the check ever happens, I have bishop g6. If a bishop check happens, I'll probably just move. Not a big deal. And what I like about this is look at his bishop. Look at his bishop. Yeah, 94. Okay, so we move the queen somewhere. Gotta watch out for some sort of crazy sacrifices, but maybe just here. I don't see anything wrong with that. This square is definitely controlled, so we're not going to get forked. Okay. I think this knight should probably, like, come back into the game. That's what I'm feeling. I just feel like it has better uses. Now that I have the pawns, Of course, you can play g3, but then you kind of have to open up your king a little bit to do that. So I could play a6, but then okay, he's gonna just go back. So bishop g6, we said. He's gonna go back to a4. Maybe I jump the knight in. What's the point? Well, get rid of this guy, and then he has problems in the back rank. Yeah, knight e4. So queen a4, knight e4. Takes. Takes. Seems pretty good. I don't know what else White can do. Go. Could also take with the queen to try to trade. Oh, that's an interesting idea too. And maybe sneak in down here. And okay, let's do that. Because I think trading... Well, actually, I don't know. Do I have enough to win with trading? The extra pawn? Is it enough? Because he will be able to play g3 is the issue. No, he can't because his knight. If he does that, then g3, bishop e5. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I guess we just do this, try to bring our king into the game, and ideally not let this bishop out, but g3 is going to happen. It's okay, he doesn't want to trade. Let me go there. He takes, I take with the queen. He goes back. No, that's losing a piece. Okay. He does go for g3 now. Okay. I guess we can trade. We have the extra pawn, so should be good. I don't want to lose on time though, so I have to kind of just move this game along. I have to move the game along a little bit. Ooh, didn't see that one. Do I have to I don't really want it. Let's see. No, I don't no, I'm not giving up a pawn because his bishop's under attack. So he has to save the bishop. Okay, okay. I thought I was losing a pawn, but no, we should be fine. He has to save his bishop. We have check, or we could just throw this forward, or we could do what? What else? What else? What else? Bishop f. No, he defended. Okay. The problem with that is bishop to d4. Yeah, he wants to go bishop d4 if I move my queen. He wants to go bishop d4, so I can't move the queen away from there or I get checkmated. I will get checkmated. You guys see that? So I have to keep the queen guarding this square. h5, h4, maybe give my king some space. Just saving the pawn. What? Thank you. Whew. Okay, that makes my life easier. That makes my life much easier. Oh, why didn't I go Queen E1? I should have went Queen E1. Yeah, Queen E1 was just winning. No, it's not, actually, because I can't. I was thinking I could go here, but I can't go there. Okay. But you know what? It's still a good move, because I take on F2, if you guys does that. Here we have Bishop D3. Doesn't Bishop D3 win? Yeah, should do it, right? Should do it. Yeah, good game. Whew, okay. Oh, man. If he didn't blunder that bishop, I don't know what was happening. Oh, I didn't even realize that was checkmate, to be totally honest with you. I was just planning on getting another queen. My brain is kind of a little bit tired. Okay, 2134 was the rating. Game review was all right. We played pretty well. We played pretty well. Okay. I think it's time for some new openings. These games, they're fun, but they're also like really mentally challenging. Like I'm not used to thinking about the game this way, so I'm going to try to play something that I'm a little bit more used to this next game. Let's go back to E4 and try to save the brain a little bit here. Yes, good, Sicilian. We'll just play Bishop B5 and go on autopilot. What? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? The O'Kelly? Playing the O'Kelly? And, dude, I don't know. I know you're not supposed to play D4. That's all I know. You're not supposed to play D4 against the O'Kelly. So, we got to do something else. A6. I mean, come on. Come on. That's so weird. G2. Let's line up. Should be 7. Okay. I just go D3. Can I castle and just gambit the pawn? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. This looks like a lot of fun. If he wants to take it, let's do it. Because black has played now 3 pawn moves and 2 moves with the bishop. And I've developed 3 pieces and castled. And I have an half-open file on your king. And I'm just going to keep opening things up. Basically, is my plan here. And we'll see. We'll see if black can survive my attack. I'm tempted to play bishop g5 here. Although h6... Queen d4, there's knight c6. Oh, there's a move. Queen d6. I'm going to go c3. I would love if he takes me, but if not, I'll recapture with the pawn, put my knight on c3, and then develop my bishop. And I think we're going to have a really nice attacking position. Because black still has a lot of developing to do. Ooh, yes. Look at this. I mean, how can you survive this? Now, if it's stockfish, then they can survive, of course. But most humans, oh man, this is going to be awful. We've got open files, 3 of them. We've got open diagonals, lots of them for this guy. We've got this guy here waiting. We've got both knights ready to jump in, and black only has one piece. I mean, it's kind of like the Danish gambit, where you go d4, c3, bishop c4. You let them take like a bunch of pawns, and you end up with a nice position. It's a weird version of that, but I like it. I like it because my king is super safe. I don't have to worry about the king at all. We can just attack. I like this a lot. Opponent has 37 wins and 2 losses. Oh, well, they're about to have another loss. They're about to have another loss. I'm feeling good about this one. Knight c6, huh? I'm feeling pretty good about this game. Like, this is even a move, guys. This is a move. Now, I don't know if it's a good move, but it's a move. I think we go bishop f4 first. I think we got to get the bishop involved. But now we can, because like this is pinned, okay? So you can't take me. So I can use the square. I can totally use the square. So let's just say I move there for the fun of it. E6. Yeah, I don't have a follow-up, so I can't do that. All right. So, knight e4, he's going to take. I don't want to trade too much if I don't have to. Knight d5, he's going to take again, but then my queen comes up. Also go rook c1 or queen e2. Knight e5. Oh, knight e5. Knight d4? Because I want to sack another thing over here and just come in all... Oh, that looks good. Let's go. Let's go. What I'm going to try to do is sack, because then we have a threat here. We have a threat here. We're opening up the bishop. We're just opening up all lines here, basically. Oh no, don't tell me this, guys. Is this rice? This is a rice cooker? These are not the games you want to play against rice cookers. No, these are not the type of games. Well, I'm still going to keep looking for tactics, but that's too bad. Yeah, I think against a human, this is going to be so hard to defend against. There's so many threats here. I mean, I could even go knight f5. I could go here. Okay, he goes e6. So you always start with the obvious. Like, what happens if we take? Takes, we take, he takes. Okay, I have nothing, so I'm not going to do that. Can I sack a piece? No, he just takes. I can go knight f5. It's pinned. Try to jump in here. But he might just play something like d5. And then what do I do? Takes, takes, takes. You get a pawn. I don't know if that's good enough. Let's start with the sack again. We have the threat here. But he might just play rooks. Well, no, rook c8 doesn't look good. He might play d6. Oh, then we take it. Yeah, maybe we can do this. There's also knight f5. Because what I'm trying to do is get a piece on d6. Trying to get a piece on d6. I think they're in trouble if we can accomplish that. So yeah, maybe I don't need to sack. Maybe I just go knight f5 and jump in. Oh, I said d5 though, right? I said d5. Takes. That looks decent. That looks decent. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. Because if we get a knight here and he has to move his king, then he can't castle. That's great. If he has to trade and a bishop lands there, he also can't castle. That's also great. So you want to keep the king in the center when you're attacking like this, especially when you have all the pieces lined up and ready to go. You don't want the king to just castle to safety, right? This is where we have all the firepower, essentially. b4? b4? So he's going to let me do this because after takes, he's just going to take my knight and laugh at me because he's cooking rice. And if I go knight d5, what happens? Takes. What about knight d5? Seems pretty good. But I'm trading pieces. I don't want to trade pieces. And guys, this guy. Okay, what if I go bishop d6 first? To try to get tricky because I want to take, and when the king takes, I jump in. He goes over there. Yeah, he's going to survive, isn't he? And I don't know what to do. 95 seems... I mean, bishop... Okay, bishop 6. I think this is probably what I would normally play. Takes. If the rook takes, then we're happy we have this. If the king takes, check. King goes over there. Takes, check. King goes here. Actually, that looks good. That looks good. I'm just gonna play it. If it's a rice cooker, it's a rice cooker. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just gonna play this move. It looks very good. That's all I can say. Even losing a piece, it looks very good. The king takes. Now, I could be missing a move here. Okay, check. If you block with the knight, then this guy is hanging. If you go here, I'm going to take, check. And what's he going to do? What's he going to do about that? It's almost like a smothered mate, but it's not because it's a queen instead of a rook. So there's no smothered mate. But there's other tactics, like take here with check, like here, and then take a rook. Like there's some other stuff going on. So what is he going to do? If you go here, checkmate. Am I missing something? Takes. Check. King here. Check. We get the piece back. I mean, it looks good. I don't know. Yeah, they haven't played any moves quickly. Knight block. Okay, so one option is to trade. Takes. Rook a7, let's just say. Then I move. Then he's just going into an endgame up a bunch of pawns. And if I take right away, what happens? Takes. Wait, what if I take right away? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Maybe it's the same thing. He's just gonna like take here, right? Okay, I'm gonna still do this. I'm gonna do that. He's probably gonna take 98. What? 98. Oh wow. I mean, if I move, what happens? Takes, I take a rook. If he moves his rook, what happens? Can't I just do this? Obviously, rook b1. And now we take here, right? Yeah, so we're going into the endgame, I guess. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. 96 would be a blunder, so we have to take this pawn. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna take this though, right? I don't think he can. Can he defend this? Can he defend this pawn? I'm just gonna go here and take it. If I can get that, we've got the outside A pawn. Huh. D5. He probably wants to like jump his knight here or something. Oh, he wants to go here maybe. So I can go A4 bishop here. And the knight still is a problem. Yeah, he wants to do that, doesn't he? Shoot. I don't think I can stop that, right? If I go A4, the knight's coming in. Here, here. All right. I'm going to have to just take the pawn. He's going to go rook A8, though. I don't love this. But, so we're going to be down 2 pawns. And try to survive, basically. Interesting. I'm going to try to sneak in here. I mean, it's definitely losing. It's just a question of can we play fast enough and make them either play on their own or just blunder something. I don't know if we can survive this though. This is going to be rough. Oh yeah, very rough. Hmm. Man, I don't even see any tricks here, guys. I just don't see any tricks. Hmm. Yeah. Why didn't he just go here to checkmate me? Why not? Ah, the classic under promotion. All right. What I'm really interested in is that opening phase, because that was suspicious. Yeah, new account. Let's see. We'll find out something here. Here's the, it's not going to be perfect. Of course, at the end, there was a whole bunch of mistakes. But this early section, let's take a look. Let's do a little bit of research here. Okay, this is not like super crazy. Some people play this opening, fine. The part that was a bit weird was when he just started taking everything. You take one pawn, fine. You take another pawn, fine. But why do you take this pawn? This is like, yeesh. Okay, that's what Stockfish wants. And now let's see. Knight c6 is the third move. Okay. Not the best one, third one. Knight f6 was like second or third. e6 is number one. e4 is number one. Why does it give it a mistake? It's literally the top move. Sometimes the game review is confused. Anyway. d6 takes best move. Best move. 98, best move. Yeah, this is the third move. It's hard to say. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of third moves thrown in there. I don't know. Let's see. I guess we can take a look. 2500 blitz, 2268. Very good statistics. 100 accuracy, 95 accuracy, 95 accuracy, 98.8 accuracy. Okay. 84 accuracy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's worth the report. I mean, it seems. And then, like, just the under promotion to a rook is kind of like something that somebody who doesn't care about using Stockfish or not, that's kind of like something they would do. So it kind of just lines up. So I think this is going to get a report. Okay. G3. Well, I guess we just go with the setup again. G6, bishop G7. D6. Ah, queen B3. Interesting. I don't think that changes our plan. I mean, yes, we have to watch out for this. But I really don't think it changes our plan. Now, C6. Let's just say check. We always have D5 if we need it. So I don't think we even have to worry. Like C5, I can always just play D5. stop the queen, and we're fine. So knight g5 is not a big deal. We could just play like h4. But he wants to somehow attack my king. Okay. I mean, I'm thinking about just moving my king to h8 to get away from the queen. I'm thinking about playing h6 so that I can meet this with g5 also. What to do? Hey, thank you. You've watched for a long time. Great content. Love the channel. Thanks, man. Hey, appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad you've been around for a while. Yeah, should I go h6? Just so that I can meet this with g5? I mean, that seems like a reasonable move. Seems like a reasonable response. I don't know. Generally, you want to attack in the center, but I'm not really ready to attack in the center to meet this flank attack that way. So I think we might have to do a little bit of defending here. Okay. Bishop f4. We could attack it. We could attack it. Bishop goes back, and then we play e5. That seems reasonable. Could also just go king. Oh, I have to be careful because knight g5, actually. Sneaky move. Do I want to do this? There's also like some idea of like queen b6 to just counter the queen. I like that. Get rid of the queens. We don't have to worry about the light square so much. Okay, he goes back. But at least we relieve the pressure there. And now I think we attack the bishop. We're also attacking this. Not that I really want to take it, but I am attacking it. More likely, I'm going to play e5. Oh, but he takes me now. I can't play e5 just yet. Okay, so I go back and then play e5. Yeah, that's got to be the way to do it. I need to move a little bit faster because I want to save some time because these positions get so crazy. I can't use it all in the first like 10 moves. So that's why I'm making some of these decisions quickly. Could be wrong, but got to save the time. Okay, castle's the other side. Kind of expected that. We could go with e5 here. Seems good. I want to get my bishop behind that pawn. So that's what I'm doing. Wow. This guy is clearly just all out trying to check me. Okay. Let's start with some obvious choices. F4, E4 takes. F4. I guess maybe they trade and go back, or maybe they don't trade. They just go back right away. Nah, the queen's coming in. That looks pretty scary, although we would have here. Actually, they might take right away. Bishop F5. We lose a knight. We get a bishop. They take. Really hard to evaluate that. E4. Knight moves somewhere. Then what? What do I play against that? I'm not sure. I could also just not do any of those things. Play bishop e6. Just attack a pawn, get a piece out. Knight a6. Wow. This is so wild. I guess we'll just develop a piece. I'm not actually sure. Here. Sam! You're addicted to the channel? You've stopped eating rice because you hate rice cookers? Great teacher. Appreciate. Love it from Australia. Hey, awesome. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. Yep, the rice cookers. So, I hope white stops to defend this because it slows them down. Then I can keep developing, get all the pieces out. They do not, so they're gonna just give it to me. Yeah, they're clearly set on busting open my king. So takes g4. Doesn't look worth it. I don't think I should do that. I really want to be able to play f4 here. Like here, f4. But right now, my knight's going to be hanging. So I think I should move my knight back. So on g4, I can go f4. Takes. We're fine. It's defended. Yeah, I think that's the move. You got to avoid this fork because it guarantees that they can just open up the position. If that's not there, g4, I go f4, and the pawns are actually in the way. If they push, I push. Well, actually, that might be a problem, but I would have time to move my knight, and then if they push, I push. If they push, I push. Basically, you want to be able to lock the position up. Queen d2. Okay, hits this. So there's king h7. Knight e4. Takes. The knight has to move. Takes. Oh, wait a second. There's this. Okay, I just noticed that. Ooh, almost. We can't do that. Okay. We could go knight g4. Just block the pawn that way, actually. Takes. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really good. Because if they can't push the pawn, they can't get the rooks involved. They don't want to take because then I really blockaded it after I get h5 in. Okay, well, they do take. All right. I mean, I'm going to go h5 probably. And now how are you going to get in? Actually, I don't even have to go h5. I could just defend this or counterattack somewhere. So let's say knight h2. Oh, knight e1. Okay. Let's say I grab a pawn. Then this is a bit annoying. Yeah, maybe I don't want to give that up. So I could go h5. There's going to be f3, but that's not a big deal. This is not a big deal. Let's go h5. I need to keep the rooks out of my king, so that's why we blockade. And it's not that easy because, like I said, this doesn't even do anything. So now the rooks look misplaced. I think we've succeeded in stopping the attack. But now, okay, knight a6, b5. These are the kind of moves that we can start thinking about. Queen a5, maybe. Knight a6 looks really good. Just get the rook involved. Get the piece off the back rank. But also this. Free pawn in front of the king. Okay, he stops that. If I take. That's pinned, but the queen is defending. Still, it opens things up. I'm going to do it. I can go bishop f5 also, or bishop d7. So here looks good. Here, maybe not as good. Yeah, I think we just go bishop f5. And now b5, b4 to hit the knight. Knight d7, c5. Knight a6, b4, c5. Yeah, that looks even better. You bring the rook over. 5, b4. Yeah, okay. Feeling good about this. f3 doesn't do anything. White's king is looking more in trouble now. Yeah, he's going to try, but I think we just develop. Let's get the knight out. Take back here with the idea of keeping the rooks out of the game. Okay, we keep these guys so that the rooks are useless, basically. Knight b4, knight c5. Ah, so he's sacrificing a pawn. Probably because at the end of that, he's going to play g4 and attack. Right. So I could just leave it. Knight b4 looks pretty good. b5, the king moves. b4, the knight moves. No, then there's a pin. Okay. Yeah, this looks actually pretty dangerous. I got to move before I lose on time. I'm getting lower, so I will go for it. But I'm thinking after the king moves, we hit the knight. It really wants to go to e4, but okay, he's going to try to stop. But no, I'm going to just bust everything open now. I'm going to bust everything open. Now I have the one who has the rooks coming in. Oh, he runs that way. Okay. Okay. Queen a5. Queen c4. Rook takes f3 with a check. Wow. The problem is I have to think about this quickly because I'm running out of time and there's so many good moves. Queen c4 I do like. Queen a5, not as much. So I think queen c4 maybe. This looks pretty good. You don't want to go back there. If you go back there, then the queen can come up. So yeah, maybe I just go for this right away. Because I'm going to at least get my material back, but maybe there's more. Queen c4. So knight e2, queen c4. King there. Okay, I still think queen c4 because then my knight can come in. I mean, I'm not really worried about the rook saving itself because I'm going for bigger things. I'm going for like checkmate now. Because if I get knight d3, you can't hardly move. Look at this. You have to go into the discovered check. Can't be good, right? Can't be good. Also, I have this guy too. Here. 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 This guy. But my king feels really safe because the rooks never got through. My king feels really safe. I put some lemons in my water and I just got a seed. That's what I was spitting out, if anybody was wondering. Okay, knight d3 is coming. I don't know how he's going to stop it. I don't think they know either. You don't want to go here, because then I bring this guy over. Yeah, I don't know. b3? What? Whoa. Check king f1. Uh, Interesting. Okay, well, maybe I just take it then. Because the problem was then I was going to have to play like queen a6, which actually still maybe was even better. But I wasn't totally sure. This just seems pretty good to get a pawn. We're going to defend this guy. We're going to clamp down here and at the same time threaten this. That's got to be the best move. Got to be. There's too many threats. I'll be very impressed if white finds a good move in this position. Okay, knight there. Do I go check first or rook f8 first? I think I want to go rook f8 first. Actually, no, I do want to go check. I do want to go check. Force the king over. Oh, I could even just take the knight. I could even just take the knight. Yeah, there we go. If I played rook f8, maybe the knight actually comes to f2 and white survives. But this way... Oh, not looking good for this king. It is not looking good for this king. I want to come over here. He could actually stop me. Okay, doesn't do that. Let's bring in the other bishop. We can trade. We're ahead. So trading is fine. I was afraid I was going to stalemate there potentially at the end, so I just let the pawn take everything. I just let it go. Okay, pretty good. Brilliant move? What's the brilliant move? Well, rook takes f3, right. The best move was e4 right away. Aha. So instead of using the queen immediately, you unleash the bishop and you just kind of clamp down and get the knight ready to come in. That was better. Best move was knight d3 check, followed by... Oh, then taking. Interesting. And the idea was what? What was the idea? Now you go e4. Queen moves somewhere and you take that. Queen d1 is the best move for white. Okay. Oof. What to do? Hey, thank you. I don't know how to say your name without going, at the beginning. All right. Pretty nice game. Let me see what time it is. Okay, I could play maybe a couple more. I do want to stretch my legs just for a second here, so let me stand up. Okay. Okay, what do I do here? I'm pretty sure it's bishop b4 check. And then knight c6, although it looks like a fork. There might also be queen e7. Let me go queen e7 here. So we are threatening some discover checks. And white has to be careful. He goes bishop e3. Okay. If I go here, what happens on d5? Can I castle? Queen moves. I think it's a line. I don't see this very often because most people don't play it. So I'm very rusty on what the line is here. But I think this is a real line. You sack a piece, but you like get to attack the king, if I'm not mistaken. Queen a4. Yeah. Now I have to like think for a while. Now I have to think for a while. I mean, we could jump in and we try to target here. Basically saying, look, you can take me, but then I'm going to get some serious counterplay. Although if he takes the knight, no, it's defended by this. So yeah, that's definitely a move. I think we could even take. And again, just attack this way. Also, which one is better? I mean, there's knight e2 here. And I don't know what I'm going to do. So maybe the sack here makes more sense. Where you just come in like this. That looks hard to deal with, honestly. That looks very hard to deal with. I think we should try that. I think we should try that. What is white going to do? How do you survive? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This guy can come over. Oh, you just castle? What? Is that really a good move? Wait. You just castle? If I take, you take, I take. You take, I take. If I take here first, but then you throw in the check, I take, your queen's under attack. I don't know where the queen moves. Queen b3, maybe? Oh, this is so wild. Okay. So, I mean, I think that's definitely an option. Bishop takes c3. We should also probably think about this. Takes check. The king just runs. I think I want to do this. The fact that my opponent is playing so quickly kind of scares me, though. It's either they've studied it or something. Something is going on. Could I take it? Takes, check. The king goes over. I mean, takes. Could also go there. I'm so torn, guys. I don't either it's this or it's this. They both look very promising. Which one is it? The issue here though is then the pawn controls these squares, which I don't love. That's why I'm thinking maybe I should do this. But then you leave this annoying bishop. Oh man. Okay. I might regret this. I don't know. I don't fully see it. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way and see what happens. I could be wrong here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I did think about that check, but I guess I didn't see, like, what is white accomplishing by going there, you know? I mean, yeah, you get away from the fork, but you still have to defend your king, right? So, okay. Like, see, how does this person play this move in 1 second? What is going on? How do you play this move in 1 second? You don't have to think about this position? This position doesn't scare you at all? Queen a3. Or knight b4. Or knight takes a2. Or knight here. Or rook here. I mean, or queen here. Like, I don't even know. There's so many moves. Let's start with queen a3 because that looks very, very good. I'm just going to come in and checkmate you. How do you stop me? Literally just going to come in and checkmate. That's got to be the best move, right? Doesn't that look amazing? Am I missing something here, guys? That looks amazing. His knight b4. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, this person hasn't spent more than 18 seconds on a single move. Unreal. Okay. Does knight b4 win? Knight b4. Wait a second. I'm sorry. Is knight b4 checkmate? Is knight b4 checkmate? Okay. That's probably why you should spend more than like 3 seconds in a position like that. That's probably why. 91. Icelandic Gambit for the win. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's take a quick look at that because that was an interesting position. All right. So queen e7 is not the way to go. Knight e4. Yeah, I had a feeling I was messing something up. Knight e4 is the best move. Okay. But queen e7 is not bad. Knight g4 is the way to go here. I thought about it for like 1 second. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. d5. Okay, white just needed to develop. They just needed to develop their pieces. d5 was actually a mistake because now I get to really attack. And then queen a4 was a blunder. Okay, you had to play. Ooh, queen c1. Yeah, that's an ugly move. That's what you had to play to get away from this and defend here and here. Aha. Okay, it makes sense when you see how the game went. Queen a4 allows bishop takes d5, which was the best move. Awesome. Very good. Takes. Oh, castles was the best move. Interesting. Oh, okay, guys. Knight takes e3 was the second move, and it was an equal position. Bishop takes c3 was the top move, and it was good for black. Amazing. So let's just see. I was thinking takes, check, and the king moves. And apparently, yeah, see, this is what I didn't like. The fact that the pawn stopped my knight from jumping in immediately. And I guess if I take this, white's just happy. Oh, they keep the rook on the board. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as this one. Because why? Best move for white was sacking the rook here. Whoa. With this line from Stockfish. That was the best thing. Then you develop your pieces, and I guess you survive somehow. It's still pretty good for me, though. Okay. After they take, they're just losing. Yeah, it's just over. It's just over. Yeah, Queen A3, best move. Knight B4, checkmate. The thing is, even if you don't play Bishop C4, there's nothing to do. There's no moves. The best move, according to Stockfish, is Bishop D3. But guess what? I'm still going here. Now you have to sack your queen, according to Stockfish, just to survive. And you play Knight E2. And yeah, I guess the game goes on for a little bit, but it's not obviously good for white because this. All right, guys. I'm going to play one last game, I think. Call it a night. I played the same opponent. Was this? Yeah, I think I did play this person earlier. I think I did. You guys are right. Can I play the Stonewall? You know, we could maybe play a Stonewall. Do I want to play a Stonewall against this? If I wanted to, I would have to do this at this point. Okay, let's try it. We'll try a Stonewall. I don't play it at this level all the time, but we'll give it a shot. We'll go for a Stonewall. Let's castle. We could just jump in. I don't see any reason to not. Maybe I should fight for this square so black can't jump in though. So knight d2. Okay. You just take. Interesting. Well, this looks good. Looks pretty nice. I mean, what if I just... Or queen f3? Queen g4? Queen f3, how do you deal with it? Knight h6 doesn't look good because I'm going to move and hit that guy. So probably like f5 takes, knight takes. Queen h5, you could play g6, but then I can actually go back. I like that. I think I like that. You force this move to create the weaknesses on the dark squares. And then we just go back and hit it again. Knight h6 is met with knight moving. Knight f5, g4. I think you have to go like f6 or f5 en passant. The knight takes. We have a target here. And weaknesses here if you castle. That looks good. That looks good. Yep. Okay. So the problem for black now is two things. Number one, you have an backward pawn. Okay, that we can attack at some point. You also have this weird g6 move, so if you castle, you're going to be walking into some problems. The question now is, can I take advantage of that? I mean, I could even go queen g3 potentially to meet this with bishop takes g6, takes check, king goes there. The knight comes in, the bishop is unleashed. Yeah, I want to move my queen because I want my knight to go here. The knight needs to go there. So the question is, where do we move the queen for maximum effectiveness? Is it g3? Or is it like e2? That's what I'm not sure about. Also, this queen c7 move, which is kind of annoying. I have to move my queen, but I could then just go somewhere else. I like that I'm threatening here, actually. Queen c7 takes check. I would be okay with that. Let's go queen g3. I think this is a serious threat. This is a serious sacrifice because the king is in trouble. But we'll go queen g3. I want to go knight f3, get my knight in here, and let the bishop in. And we're in good shape. Is c4 a move? The problem with c4 is I don't want to weaken my d4 pawn like that and get into trouble. And also, it's just not really threatening anything. I mean, this is not like that big of a deal for black. I think this is more powerful. Yeah, so look at this. Check. Oh, pause the video. What's the best move? Oh my. Oh my goodness. I had to take it with the queen. I had to take it with the queen. You said bishop takes, you're wrong because you needed to sacrifice the queen. I'm kidding, obviously, but that's the best way. Can we just look at this for a moment? Let's just You see what I was saying about those weaknesses, right? Ooh. Good game to end on. Good one to end on. 92, brilliant move was probably the queen. Whoever suggested the Stonewall, thank you. Thank you for that suggestion. Yeah, queen takes g6. Nice. So, I mean, I guess we basically didn't do anything wrong. It didn't love this move, c3. It's kind of the only thing. It wanted me to just develop the bishop or the knight first. But then, I guess everything was pretty spot on. 92. Yeah, this was a bad decision. This just made my life really easy. Because it was like, okay, thank you very much. Now I know what to attack. Queen g4. Sockfish actually wanted. We could have got the same position after g6, but here king f8, and I guess this is a little bit better for black. Okay, but this is still good. Yeah, it does like queen e2 a little bit better, but wouldn't have gotten the amazing checkmate. So I like this idea because it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy to stop. Castling is the best move. Wow. Look at this. I think I would have gone for this and tried to bring my rook up somehow. Apparently, there's no way to do it because the pawn stops you. Wow. What is this? Rook g8. I mean, this is nuts. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. Wow. Okay. We got a little lucky. We got a little lucky. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Yes. Thanks, Andrew. Vexer, thanks. That was pretty quick. I could probably sneak in one more game. Although I'm afraid that I'll lose it and it won't finish so nicely. No, I should probably stop. I have a little bit of a headache. I should stop. This is so good. I gotta stop. Sorry, guys. Good one to end on. Good one to end on. Gary, you don't like the Dutch, huh? I'm still learning it. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to happen with any opening. When you first start playing it and you haven't learned it, you're going to get into bad positions, especially against strong players at like 2300 level. But the idea is once you kind of figure out all the little quirks, then you can play it. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to stick with it or not, but I like having an option against D4. I like having something that I can play against D4 because I usually struggle with that. So that's kind of the idea. All right, guys, have a good night. Don't forget, look for those queen sacrifices because you never know. You never know. I think we gained a few points, didn't we? What was my rating when we started? Did I gain some points? Yeah, we did. We got a few. Even with the bad start, got a few points. So, nice. All right, guys. See you next time. And, yep, as always, stay sharp, play smart, and